Hey everyone, welcome to the Somatic Peace Project. My name's Crystal Gray if you're new to me, and I'll be your guide today. So, I started this to be a community meditation for personal and global healing. Now, here's some important upcoming dates. On November 2nd, if you're local, that will be my next offering, and that's the Somatic Sunday Slowdown, where it's a lot of yin, restorative, gentle hatha yoga. It's a really great way, kind of like bringing what we're doing today into action a little bit and starting to move it more through the body. So, if you enjoy this meditation, would highly encourage you to join either the local class if you're local or the next one on November 9th. That's the same class, but we do it virtually. So just like this. Now you can join, you can purchase it and join the replay, but we really encourage you to be live. Same thing with these meditations because we really want to build community, and that's the most important thing in the whole process, in our opinion. But I know sometimes people have things going on Sunday morning, so I get it if you have to watch the replay. Just make sure that you connect afterward and let us know, let me know, let people in the community know just how you liked it and maybe the effects of the practice. And then November 16th will be the next virtual Somatic Peace Project. So the next one of these for next month will be November 16th. All right, so welcome, take a breath, arrive, you're in the right place. So maybe just a deep cleansing breath. I also call these somatic sighs, which I love. And it's really something that our bodies naturally do, kind of like a yawn to reset the nervous system. It's like, oh, I already naturally do that. And we didn't know why, right? Well, that's why. Our bodies know why we are doing this. So, in general, why I wanted to start doing these is because I believe this for a while that in order to really create change in the collective and in the reality that we experience, it all starts within, right? And working through our own stuff. I've also been doing a lot of reading and following the work of Carl Jung lately, which I really, really like. And he explains that the evil that we see in the world, right? We all kind of define that differently, but the evil that we see in the world is it's like a collective projection of our collective shadows. And I thought that that was a really neat description and explanation for it, and even more reason for us to work through our own stuff, which is what we're doing here. And so it's so exciting. And the same thing with the classes, with that virtual class, where I'm bringing in the yoga. It really helps to start move it again through the body. So really, really important stuff. So I would love to know, where are you joining us from, and also how do you hope to feel afterwards? So if you're watching this in the replay, great. Maybe just start to write some things down if you have your journal handy. How do you hope to feel after this practice, and really setting that as your intention? All right. So let's start to settle in a little bit more, just getting comfortable here. Again, arriving, sitting up nice and tall, even if you're in your bed or wherever you are on your couch or the floor, just propping yourself up maybe with some props so that you can sit up nice and tall, having your pelvis neutral, lengthening the spine, almost so that your spine and your rib cage feels kind of buoyant, right? So it doesn't take a ton of effort to sit up tall. But you can also rest your back up against something, that's fine. Bringing your chin parallel to the ground, closing down the eyes if that feels okay for you. Taking a couple deep breaths here in through the nose, expanding your ribs in every direction. And exhaling through the mouth, maybe like you're blowing through a straw. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling like you're blowing through a straw. So letting any tension in the outer body start to soften, start to release, start to relax, letting the outer body feel as though it's surrendering into this moment. And maybe place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, your solar plexus, maybe even bow your head in slightly. Just really tuning in and turning into the body. And notice, how is your body arriving today? I think so often in our spiritual quests and in spiritual communities, it's kind of put out there like we're trying to transcend the body, but what I'm kind of coming around to is there's a reason why we're in these bodies. There is so much to be learned and transmuted and so much growth that can come from actually working from the inside out. So how can we tap more into our physical bodies for that spiritual growth instead of just trying to transcend and tap into the higher chakras? What if we really feel into the body? What if we really start to work through everything that our bodies are holding on to? What can that mean for us as humans, as individuals, and in the collective? So, how is your body arriving today? Are there any places that maybe feel kind of stuck or tight or dense? And how's your energy feeling? Does your energy feel heavy? Does your energy feel anxious? Does your energy feel spacious? There's no right or wrong. And we're going to accept all of it, right? Because that is our shadows. We don't always have to be feeling good or what we label as good, right? What is good? What is bad? Why does it matter? Why do we have to put these labels on things as human? Instead, let's just notice, how are we showing up? And let's hold space for that today. Good. And then you can bring your hands down to your legs. Just make sure that you are listening to the body. If in any time you start to get a little bit too agitated and you need to open your eyes and find a gazing point, or look around and find something that's comforting, whether that's my slide that I have up, or it's something outside of your window, or a pet that's in the room with you, or a candle you have going. Anytime you need to do that to kind of settle back into ease, please feel free to do that. Let your own body be your guide through this practice. Good. And ask yourself, your body, your higher self, your intuition, maybe, what qualities of peace do you really want to encourage today? What qualities of peace do you want to grow? Could be things like calm, compassion, clarity, safety, security, stillness. Those are just some examples. See if any word bubbles up to the surface for you. Good. And take a deep breath and just releasing all of that mental chatter. Letting yourself arrive even more deeply. Maybe visualizing yourself, your awareness going deeper within the layers of the body, settling in, letting your body find comfort in whatever position you're arriving in. Taking some deep, slow breaths in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth at any time. If you'd like to make one of those somatic sighs, please do that. Just allowing yourself to surrender, making any sounds as you exhale, any primal sounds that would feel good. You're muted, no one else can hear you. Maybe people in your house, but that's okay, they'll get used to it. Letting it go. Now begin to imagine that you are holding on to a snow globe. So looking down at this snow globe, noticing how it feels in your hands. Does it feel cool in your hands? How does the base of the snow globe feel compared to maybe the glass round part? Does it feel heavy and kind of weighty in your hands? How much space in your hands does it take up? Is it one of the smaller ones or is it a little bit bigger? Maybe there's something on it that you can twist and it makes music. Just notice. What kind of snow globe do you have in your hands? And take a moment just to kind of shake up the snow globe. It could be fast, it could be slow. You might even actually move your hands, or maybe it's just in your visualization, in your mind's eye. And then just holding that snow globe still, maybe placing the snow globe in front of you. And with your physical eyes closed, just starting to look at the snow globe with your mind's eye and see all of the glitter and the snow just swirling around. Notice what direction that it's swirling in. And begin to feel your body settling down now as the swirling begins to slow, allowing the face to relax, the forehead and the jaw, eyes. Just feel your belly releasing, feel your body softening. And notice the gentle movement of your breath, the subtle rising and falling within you. And with each breath, notice the snow and the glitter, those little specks just start to settle down with each exhale. A little bit more settles to the bottom. There's no rush. And we're not forcing, instead, we're allowing the settle. If a mantra would feel good for you today and resonate, maybe that's it. Allow the settle. Allow the settle. Allow the stillness. Now bring your awareness to the sensation of contact, where your body is meeting its support. Could be on the back, could be underneath your sitting bones, your legs. Just noticing the contact. Noticing the weight of your bones. Begin to sense the temperature of the air on your skin, sound of your breath. Maybe if it resonates, you can notice the heartbeat within the body, that quiet pulse of life within you that is uniquely your own. If your mind wanders, it's okay. Just imagine gently turning the snow globe upright again, not shaking it, just realigning it. So maybe just kind of dumping it over, setting it back down. Each time you come back to sensation, noticing the swirling, slowing, noticing the specks softening down to the ground. Placing one hand on the heart again, one hand on the belly. On your inhale, feel your hand rising, expanding. And as you exhale, feel the hand softening or lowering, releasing. Just sensing the sensation beneath the palms. Telling yourself, reminding yourself it is safe to settle. It is safe to be still. You might begin to notice a natural slowing in your breath or in your body. Just a gentle kind of heaviness, but a peaceful heaviness, a groundedness as your body begins to know it is safe to be still. This is a sign that your nervous system is moving towards safety. Imagine your whole body now as the snow globe. Your mind, your body, everything's starting to settle. The snow no longer swirling. Everything has found stillness at the base, toward the earth, clear, quiet, peaceful. Now you can keep your hands there or bring your palms down to your legs, whatever feels better. Imagining yourself inside that snow globe now. Just noticing those last pieces of snow starting to settle down and just realizing how much that is like your life, how much it is like you, that all of those pieces of snow really are like all of those things going around in our mind, all of those things that pull us away from our center. And how the things that you've done so far today in this meditation bring you back to your center, to you. To that part of you that always is, always has been, always will be, and never goes away. Watching those last pieces of snow settle to the ground, feeling that stillness all around you, that quiet, that sense of sturdiness within you, but also connecting you to the earth. Notice now how your inner landscape feels. Noticing any words or images that, again, bubble up to the surface. And just letting the knowing of this thought that that peace that you're feeling now, it's always within you. It's not something that you have to go outside of yourself to find, something we can go inside of ourselves to find. Making that commitment with yourself now to come back to the body, to slow down throughout the rest of your week, to reconnect to what's important to you. And that work is important. Self-care, this is self-care, and it's some of the most important work that we can do. And bringing your hands to your body one more time. Noticing any more qualities that are making themselves known in the body, in your energy. Notice how maybe this connection to each other feels through time and space. Even if you're not live, just noticing that connection to this intention that we've created together, this space that transcends time. Take a somatic sigh if that feels good. Good. Just noticing what part of your body feels most at peace now. And what does peace feel like in your body? And take a moment to journal that if something's coming up, blinking your eyes open gently. Good. All right, good. And opening your eyes if they're not open already, and just taking a moment to come together and thinking about and feeling, letting it come up through feeling. How can we keep the peace within us as we move throughout the rest of the week? This is why I really love to do this sort of practice on a Sunday or maybe a Monday if you've got the time. But just starting to sense when your body does start to tighten, when it doesn't feel how it feels now, just starting to notice more and more quickly. And as you do practices like this, you will start to notice those subtle signs more quickly. And just be like, all right, I'm starting to feel that I'm shifting maybe out of alignment. It feels like I'm going against the flow. What can I do right now? Maybe just for 1 minute to come back, right? It doesn't have to be this huge, grand meditation, doesn't have to take a half an hour, doesn't have to take an hour. What can I do right now? Maybe it's go outside and take your shoes off, just feel that connection to the earth. I know as it gets colder, that doesn't sound as inviting. Maybe it's taking a warm bath with Epsom salts, just what brings you back into balance. So you might try some different things and see what feels good with you. Something that I love to do is to leave gentle space between commitments. So I really try not to jam pack my schedule, but instead really leaving some space between all of the things on my to-do list. And then focusing on how can we then start to ripple this out, right? So we're creating peace within, but how do we then ripple it out? And really, it is kind of a natural thing that just happens. But some of the things you can do are just take a moment before replying, before reacting. Silence, I think, is way more powerful than talking. These are things I remind myself of and still remind myself of a lot. You could just place one hand back on your heart. So some of those things that we did today, just to remind yourself, okay, let's take a moment, pause, reconnect to the body, feel. And to bring it out even further, I thought it might be nice to end with Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And this means generally, loosely, may all beings everywhere be happy, free, and at peace. But really, again, it does start within, right? So it's going to go out more. The more peaceful we are within us, the more it's going to ripple out. So if you'd like to bring your hands in front of your heart to prayer, we'll just do this 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Good. Lower your head, blink your eyes open, and lift your head. All right. So, again, what is coming up next? If you enjoyed this, I would love to have you join live or catch the replay for the Somatic Sunday Slowdown, whether that's here locally on November 2nd or virtually here. We will do it a lot like today where you'll just see me, but I will be able to see all of you, and we will start and end the practice with all of us showing so that we can take time to build that strength and that peace through community. There's just nothing greater than that, I think, than connecting with other people kind of in the same place. So just watch for an email with all of the info to register for that. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. Feel free to reply to that email and let me know how you felt. And we will see you next time.